Yo, 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 we finally got it. We finally got it. A real big, 5 minutes long big trailer for Mario and Luigi Brothership. Finally, no more of this 30-second nonsense. Something real. Something real to sink our teeth into. So I am now going to watch it. I'm going to react. You see me react in real time. It's going to be crazy. Let's go. I might pause. I might, like, we'll see. Show me the ship. I want to see the ship. You blast off from the ship.
In this unfamiliar world, it's all hands.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What is it with the voiceover recently? Just recently. What happened? It started with it started with Thousand Year Door. What is this? Hold on.
In this unfamiliar world.
In this unfamiliar world. Okay. All right, all right.
It's all hands on deck for a nautical journey full of twists and turns.
Full of twists and turns. He's giving it everything he's got. And I appreciate that. I appreciate the heck out of that. Okay, no more. Sorry. Nautical
Mario
adventure. I like that.
Luigi Brothership. Our adventure takes place in Concordia, a world consisting of many islands.
It looks so good. Ooh, look at the
Originally
tree.
a single
Ooh.
continent, it was suddenly broken apart by a mysterious entity. Meet Connie, a kind botanist. And
Botanist.
Snoutlet, who is definitely not a pig. With their new friends, Mario and Luigi are ready to set sail.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
Ship Island, which looks like, well, a ship. Use
No.
it as your base to sail across the vast waters.
Okay. So you're not doing it.
Find the drifting islands.
Okay.
Explore a jungle with endless rain, a sprawling desert, an island with both ice and magma, and more.
But both? Doesn't make sense.
At each location, you'll meet locals bursting with personality. And clash with the scheming Zocket and his foul followers.
Zocket?
Bowser and his minions are here too?
Love that face.
Mario and Luigi will need to use their jazzy jumps and hefty hammers as they
Sorry,
use
just one.
their jazzy jumps.
Jazzy
and
jumps.
hefty hammers as they venture through islands filled with crafty
Oh.
challenges.
Weird.
Oh, doesn't seem like a jump will get them across. At times like these,
They
the
need a
brothers
jazzy
team up
jump.
to perform bros moves. Fly like a UFO. Roll up into a ball. Or harness
Hold on,
ice
sorry.
and
Sorry. Please.
roll up into a ball.
A ball.
Or harness ice and
Love
fire
it.
to forge ahead and overcome anything in your way.
Oh, cool.
Plus, Luigi's unique brand of logic can lead to unexpected solutions. Luigi can also assist with other
Okay.
tasks. What a team player! You go, bro! Bump into an enemy on the field to start a battle. Good timing is the key to victory.
Stop doing
Mario and
that.
Luigi,
Don't stop, though.
then
Don't
press
actually.
the A
I
button
love it.
or B button to attack.
Oh, it looks so good.
And, yeah. You can also dodge enemy attacks and even counter them.
I was always
Enemies
terrible
will
at that.
attack using all sorts of tricks and traps, so keep an eye out for them. During your adventure, you'll acquire
It's a shower
helpful
fish.
items called Battle Plugs.
Oh, cool.
They cause a variety of effects, like dropping iron balls for extra damage, unleashing a wave that hits multiple enemies,
Leave it to me.
using recovery items automatically, and more. It's a shockingly great way to turn the tide. You can even set multiple battle plugs to create combos. Wanna really wreak havoc? Use powerful skills called Bros Attacks. Coordinate
cool.
Mario and Luigi's moves to dish out massive damage in style.
Oh, looks good. Awesome.
It's up to the brothers to bring peace back to Concordia. Can Mario and Luigi reconnect the scattered islands and the hearts of Concordia's residents?
I sure hope so. Maybe they might just fail. Oh!
Between brothers and beyond. Mario and Luigi Brothership.
Oh!
Available November 7th, only on the Nintendo Switch system. Prepare to set
is
sail with pre-orders.
less
Available
than a
now
month.
on Nintendo eShop.
That looks so good. That looks so good. Hold on. I got it just a little bit.
The hearts
Some of that end stuff looks so good.
of
Pretty much this whole last chunk. The camera angles and stuff on these attacks is so cool. Some of that Bowser stuff is good. It's like cinematic and cool. Look at that.
It's up to the brothers to bring peace back to Concordia.
So many characters.
Can Mario and Luigi reconnect the scattered islands and the hearts of Concordia's residents?
Kamek, true allies are with you for life. This right there. That's so cool.
Experience
One more. Dude, this game's gonna be good.
the bond between brothers and beyond. Mario and Luigi Brothership. Available November 7th, only on the Nintendo Switch system.
I will save
Prepare
with
to
the
set
voucher.
sail
Thank
with
you.
Pre-orders. Available now on Nintendo eShop.
Yeah, I mean, this is just the stuff in the trailer, too. This is cool. This is really cool. I'm really excited about this. That's really neato. Oh, man. I know I'm about to do the discussion part, but I don't know. I just visually. The game's so cool.
Broken up.
So much cool stuff to look at. Look at that. That's cool. Ooh. I like this. I like this a lot. There's so much about this that fits me personally, you know? A lot of minigame stuff.
A ball.
Oh, I didn't mean to. I swear I didn't mean to. Oh, that was perfect. Just straight into it. A ball. I love it. Okay, one more. One more.
Familiar world. In this unfamiliar world.
In this unfamiliar world, Mario and Luigi must use their jazzy jumps and their hefty hammers to defeat the great Zocket and his minions. I love it. I want to do this. I want that to be my job. This is my new goal. Okay? You hear it. You're hearing it right now. This just came up. This is a new thing. A life goal is to be the voiceover person in a Nintendo trailer. And just be weird with it. just so over the top. I am red, burning hot with jealousy. I'm green with envy right now. I want that. I want that for me. That's my new dream. I don't know who out there can make it happen. I don't know who might be listening to this, who knows who I have to talk to. But I want this job.
In this unfamiliar world,
I want that to be me. Okay? Just throwing it out there. I don't know how I don't know what first step I need to take, but that's going to be me someday. Anyway, yeah, okay. That's the that's the trailer part. I'll do the discussorizing now. All right, so I've watched over the trailer a few more times, and so good. It's so I'll get that out of the way now. So good. It looks so good. Everything about this looks so good. Everything about this game looks really, really amazing. I'm really, really excited about it. The gameplay looks really good. And really just like visually, you know, like it's true what people are saying that it's not like the single most polished looking game ever. There are like maybe like a few little animations here and there, a tiny bit stiff or something. And the cell shaded style, it definitely fits Mario and Luigi better, but you know, it doesn't look as like nice and smooth as, you know, Mario and his friends do in some other games. Sure, I maybe suppose, but overall, I think it looks stunning. I love how much they are leaning into this new ability, these new tools that they have. It's the first 3D game, and so they can now use different camera angles. They can use cinematics that are truly cinematic. We can get traditional cutscenes, and not just cutscenes, but like the attacks themselves and everything. It's been apparent from the very first trailer that they were really utilizing this, but just more than ever, you're seeing it here. It really gives it this feeling of being such a grand adventure. You know, this right here is a Mario RPG. You can't wait. You can't wait to dive in. The trailer shows so many new characters. We get the names of some of these characters, and even the ones that we don't get names for. You can just see there's so many people to meet, so many places to go, so many cool cutscenes, and you just know that there's gonna be so much more than what we see here in the trailer. That's the exciting part. This is just what they're showing us, but you know that some of these big like story battles, especially at the end, we're gonna get these just incredibly epic attacks and cutscenes. Gotta move on. Gotta start talking more specifics because it just looks really good. Functionally, mechanically, I suppose the biggest reveal here is the plug system, and in previous footage we saw that there's like these little plugs like hanging out on the ground like while you're fighting, and now we know what that is. It's essentially the badge system, you know, from Paper Mario, and even Mario and Luigi games have had things that you can equip or whatever, but this is like this game's version of that. You equip different plugs, and I really like this system. This is a very me thing. I love it. Being able to equip stuff to customize your, you know, your battling abilities. I mean, I'm not, obviously it's not really just everyone likes that. Everybody likes badges to a degree. I like this though, because it's kind of, it feels a little bit less like badges where that's, you know, it's changing your stats in some sort of way. These are a little bit weirder. It's a lot more like if-then. Whenever you do this, you get an extra this. It throws in these extra elements. It almost feels more like a magic card, you know? It feels like a trading card game where this ability is just like whenever you do this successfully, then you get this extra thing too. Whenever you get an excellent on a foe, then a iron ball drops on their head. Whenever you meet this criteria, you get an auto mushroom or whatever. And I could be mistaken, but it looks like these plugs apply to Mario and Luigi. You're not having to like equip them to each individual person. It's more just kind of equipping them to the battle itself. And I like that. I like you throw it in there. It's the kind of thing, it just feels like freebies. I like anything in a game that just feels like a freebie. You feel like you're breaking it, you know? You find the best one and you're always just so satisfied with how much extra stuff that it gives you. And throughout this section of the trailer, you can see the number of plugs that they have is like increasing. So it seems like the sort of thing you might be able to to just increase your total, you know, in the same way that you might get badge points and you can equip more badges at once. It seems that you can increase the number of plugs that you can equip. That is very, very cool. And in the trailer, he even specifically mentions combos, you know, putting some of these together to create combos, and that even more. I cannot wait to get my hands on the system and start experimenting with it and seeing what kinds of crazy effects that you can make. So that was definitely the most interesting part about the trailer for me. That's really the main, that's the battle element that I've been kind of waiting for, just like what makes this game different from the other ones. I will admit, it's not as big of a change as I think I was expecting. I think I was expecting a bigger gimmick. At the same time, though, I am more than happy with this because I've never been a fan of this idea that Nintendo sometimes gets, that every game has to have some wild, weird gimmick, because that can go wrong in so many cases, or they'll just never make a game because they can't think of a gimmick. So you don't need a gimmick. Just like this is good. Just like a slightly different take that's a little bit more like flavored, themed after this game and its world and its setting and everything. Like, that's cool. That's enough. You don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. I'm very pleased with this. Everything else just seems bigger and better. You know, all the bros attacks and you know, the overworld abilities are pretty much the same as they always have been. You know, they're specific to this game, but it's just kind of like moving around on the overworld. You get a move that lets you do this, that lets you break through this barrier, that lets you get across these gaps, and it's perfect. It's Mario and Luigi, but like, that's what I want, you know? That's what I want. We haven't gotten an original Mario and Luigi apparently for 10 years. That does not feel right, because there was once a time when it felt like they were coming out all the time, but Paper Jam was 2014? Is that real? Is that 2014 was when Paper Jam came out? That is messed up. So yeah, whatever form this thing takes, even if it was just like a bare bones Mario and Luigi game, but it looked like this, and it looked as good, to just the feel of it, the controls, the tactile nature, the visual feedback, that's enough for me, man. That's more than enough. So then the other element that I've been waiting to see is the ship and what part it has to play. I am very slightly disappointed that there is not more of a thing to the ship. I was hoping that you might be able to like sail it around, do something fun on it, but for the most part, it does kind of just look like you use the ship to move around, but you use just like a little map to just select where you want to go. And then from there, it looks like there is some sort of like real-time travel element, but you're mostly just like looking through the binoculars thingy, periscope, whatever you call it. And from there, you can like spot things and point them out. So there's like some cute little element there. It doesn't look particularly deep or anything, which yeah, it's very slightly disappointing just because I really like nautical themed stuff. I love ships. I love sailing. I was hoping for a little bit more there, but that's fine. It's still baked into the overall theming, and I'm cool with that. And we got a little bit more info. Concordia is supposed to be one giant island, one big continent, and all of its pieces have been split off and spread apart. There is some sort of cool magical tree. I'm a big fan of cool magical tree. They're just heaping it on. I like cool ships. I like nautical stuff. I like big magical trees. So they're ticking a lot of boxes here. Yeah, seems to be some sort of magical tree, and I imagine that when you clear each of these areas, you rebuild the continent and, you know, plug them all back in together. So, I don't know, that's a cool central theme, a cool overarching goal to achieve. I like it. What else is there to say about this? It showed off a lot of mini games, a lot of just like random little extra activities. You turn into a ball to do some stuff. Luigi's got some, I don't even really quite get it. I'm looking at it. Luigi logic. There's something, and then he's pointing a light, but then you're hiding in a bear. I don't really know. I'm gonna wait until the full game comes out to really figure out what that is. But there do seem to be a lot of little side activities, and that's definitely a part of Mario and Luigi's identity, and I think that that's really cool. But I'm slightly concerned about it only because if there is one thing about a lot of the Mario and Luigi games that I do not like, it's these extra activities. And it's not that I don't like extra activities. I actually think they're great. I think it's really cool, change up the gameplay, it just keeps things fresh. It's just weird new stuff to do. I don't know, oh, to do this part, we gotta do a little mini game. Why not? That's fun. But the way, at least like one or two of the games, I didn't play Dream Team, but like Bowser's Inside Story and Partners in Time, the way that the games just like, they just stop. The pacing, just the game hits a brick wall. And then your little partner person comes floating out and like looks at the thing and then looks at you and then looks at the thing and is like, hey, you know what? I think we could do this. And it's this long explanation of how to do the minigame. And then it's a long practice session to make sure you get how to do the minigame. And then you do the minigame and then you move on. I don't like that. I despise that. So I'm hoping they strike a better balance here where they teach you how to do the minigame, but they don't make it a 45-minute long escapade that just completely halts everything the game was trying to do and going for and just forces you to just look at this little thing and stare at these tutorials, these explanations, just for so long. It's not the sort of thing that I should actually worry about, I know. But I'm just saying I'm wary. You know, I want to play the little roll around ball minigame. I don't want the tutorial for the roll around ball minigame to take up a significant amount of my total playtime. Okay? But yeah, everything else is pretty standard Mario and Luigi. Again, it just looks really, really great. We got to see a lot more Bowser and Peach in this one, and it really does seem like there is a new villain, there is a new overall goal, and Bowser is in here somewhere. He's just kind of part of the story. I imagine you run into him sometimes. He'll play into it near the end, I'm sure. But then Peach is also here, and she seems to have just like her own thing going on. She seems to just be like kind of a free agent here, which is perfect. Give us a new villain with a new story and just have the old characters be part of it. That's how you use characters. Peach doesn't always have to be kidnapped. Bowser doesn't always have to be the villain. Just have them part of the story, part of the action. Perfect. It's perfect. I've said it 10,000 times before. I'll say it again. Everything looks perfect. It looks like a perfect Mario and Luigi game, and I am very, very excited to play it. Less than a month to go. All right.